Hello me TBDs, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a wear test of the Supergoop Daily Correct CC Cream. I am on a hunt to find the best CC or BB cream for oily skin. I know it's really hard to find like CC creams and BB creams that are geared towards oily skin, but that is the journey that I'm on right now. So I wanted to start it off with this one. This is not going to be a wear test Wednesday or anything. I'm just throwing it up as like a general 10-hour wear test because I still want to see how it does. And yeah, it had a lot of good reviews on Sephora, so that's why I picked it up. Before we jump into the video, be sure to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, so this CC cream retails for $36. You get 1.6 ounces of product, which is awesome. There are only 4 shades of this. I have the shade Fair Light. Online, it says that it's a 100% mineral color correcting cream that softens the look of fine lines, wrinkles, and pores. It says the skin type is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. It has apple extract, Irish moss, and sodium hyaluronate. I don't know. Those are like the big key ingredients. It says that this lightweight CC cream protects the skin from UVA and UVB rays. It has more color coverage than a tinted moisturizer and could replace a daily foundation. Says the blend of nourishing ingredients helps make the skin appear smoother, softer, and healthier. And it's vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. So yeah, I'm super excited to test this out. Like I said, I just want something that I can use every single day that gets me a little bit of coverage, that keeps me looking a little bit more natural, and also doesn't make me look like a greasy mess. Okay, so we are nice and zoomed in. I'm going to start adding the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. This just helps minimize the pores. It doesn't necessarily mattify or anything, which might be an issue later in the day. I don't really know. And by the way, it is 8:11 in the morning. I did already put sunscreen on this morning, but this also has sunscreen in it. It's SPF 35. And it says it's 100% UV protection, evens the complexion for a flawless all-in-one finish. This is what the box looks like. Live in the sunshine, but first, sunscreen. Yep, that's accurate. Wow, this is a big container. Look at how giant this is. This is like the same packaging as the Clean Matte BB Cream from CoverGirl, but it's just a lot bigger. So this is what the bottle looks like. Pretty heavy. Let's first see if this is even the right shade, because sometimes like I'm too fair for my own good and foundations just do not make shades light enough for me sometimes, like CoverGirl. So let's just see. Oh, that looks like it could match. It is thick. It's not like running down the palette or anything. I like that it is a squeeze tube, means you can travel well with it. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and start applying this on this side. I feel like I'm always on the hunt for something that makes me look a little bit more natural, not so heavy and matte all the time, but I don't want super radiant skin, you know? It's like a fine line. And I feel like almost all BB and CC creams are meant for dry skin. This has having pretty good coverage. It's not really smelling like anything. I mean, it smells a little bit like sunscreen. So you can still see the spots on my skin. It's building nicely. You can definitely layer this. Now I'm sure that my beauty blender is soaking up some of this product, but I just like the finish of a beauty blender better than a brush. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but my skin's looking really nice so far. I do like the price of this for how much product you get. I would say right now it's like maybe low medium coverage. Going on, it's definitely dewy. Like, can you see the glow that's on my skin right now? I am gonna set everything down with powder though. I have to powder my skin or it's just not gonna be a good day for me. All right, skin looks nice and fresh. It definitely didn't cover this situation that I have going on down here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer so that I can kind of cover that. But ignoring this section of my face, I feel like the rest of my skin, I would be just fine with this amount of coverage for my everyday foundation. Like, it's not light, but it's a good, maybe like medium coverage. And it feels very lightweight on the skin. I could see this being a good summer foundation. And it's sitting nice on my pores, sitting nice on my nose, on my chin. It's just looking pretty nice. I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Here's how the skin's looking. Definitely got some glow going on here. I'm gonna set everything down with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And the shade match is nice too. So if you're as fair as me, this could be a good shade for you. I know I always get pretty nervous when I'm trying a BB or CC cream and knowing that they only have like so many shades in the range. Usually the shade range is not great. Now this foundation does not have claims on the website of how long it wears for, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I always do a 10-hour wear test when I'm doing these videos, but this is looking really nice on my skin right now. Not sinking into any fine lines. My skin looks very soft and blurred. I don't have anything bad to say about this right now. I really like it. I like the coverage that it gave me. I like the finish. So far, it is looking matte now that I have set it down with powder. I hope that it won't make me super oily throughout the day. We're just gonna have to see about that. I could always use my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray if I'm like notice that I'm getting oily for the next time that I wear this. My skin looks really nice and very natural. Like it looks like my skin. So I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the rest of my makeup. I will be back to show you guys how everything sat. Right now it's 8:20. I think I'm gonna call the check-in time 8:15 because that's when I finished up applying the foundation. So I will be right back. I'm back. I just finished up the rest of my makeup. I gotta say, this is like one of the best makeup days I've had in a while. Like my skin looks so nice and skin-like and smooth, and I love everything about this right now. I did use the Tati Beauty palette for my eyes. I used a Bare Minerals Gen Nude gloss, which is what's on my lips right now, and then the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush, and for highlight, I'm wearing right now the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. So that's what's on my face right now. I really like my makeup right now. So we're gonna have to see how it wears. Right now it's 8:37. Everything looks so nice, and I can totally see this being an everyday foundation as long as my makeup doesn't look horrible at the end of the day, because it does say that oily skin can wear this. I'm gonna check back in a little bit later in the day and I can show you guys how my skin is looking, but so far I really like it. So I will see you guys a little bit later. It has been a day, you guys. It is almost 8:30. I've had this foundation on for almost 12 and a half hours. Almost 12, at least 12 hours. I meant to come back and do like my outro for this video at 6 o'clock, and then we ended up going to eat at Old Chicago's, which is just a whole thing. So I didn't get back until just now. So here's how my skin is looking. I have like foundations that claim to be matte that do worse than this. I am oily, but I did notice that it held up on my skin really well throughout the day. It did come off like the insides of my nose just like a bit. My chin looks pretty good. I'm a little oily throughout on my skin, but I mean, my skin, I'm shocked. Like this held up so well throughout the day. And I always felt really happy when I was looking in the mirror at my skin too, because I was like, oh, my skin looks really good today. It just makes my skin look like I'm having a good skin day, which is exactly what I want for an everyday foundation. And you guys, this primer from Revlon, it doesn't even claim to be mattifying. It just claims to be pore reducing. So if I got a mattifying primer with this foundation, I think that it would help control some of this. But for me to wear this foundation for at least 12 hours today, this is longer than I normally do my wear tests anyway. And for it to look like this, I mean, I could really just take a blotting sheet to my skin right now, like on my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin, add a little bit of powder, and I could continue to wear this and be just fine. For the price, for the amount of product that you get in this, for the shade, for the coverage, just for how nice it made my skin look throughout the day, I think this is 100% worth it. I'm very impressed with this. Like normally when I see a CC cream, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be an oily mess at the end of the day. Yes, I'm oily, but it is not, it doesn't look bad. Like it just looks like I have a dewiness to my skin. So yeah, for it not even claiming to be a mattifying foundation and for my skin to not be incredibly oily, I'm super impressed. Like I definitely think if you have not tried this out, you are missing out. This is a really good everyday foundation that people with dry skin, people with oily skin could wear. Like, I feel like this is a foundation that a lot of people would like, no matter what your skin type is. I have not touched up. I have not used a blotting sheet at all throughout the day. So I definitely give this a huge thumbs up. I am excited to wear it tomorrow. I think it made my skin look so nice, fresh, clean, and it felt really nice on the skin throughout the day. It just, the finish that it gave my skin was so lifelike and so healthy looking without making me look like an oily mess. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. If you guys have tried this or heard anything about it, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.